Xin chào các bạn. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Learn Vietnamese with Joseph. And of course, I'm Joseph. And today we're diving into one of the most unique and beautiful part of Vietnamese culture, family words. Now you may be thinking, family words? I don't even know these people. But guess what? In Vietnam, you use family terms with everyone, not just your relative or your family's member. Now your neighbor, your shopkeepers, even your taxi driver, your motorbike driver, which is similar to Uber service in the US. Now those people you run into every day, and it's like instantly those people can become part of the big family. Pretty cool, huh? But it's complicated. But don't worry, let's get started. First, we talk about why family words matter. Now, in English, we just say you for everyone that we talking to, okay? The second person, very simple, right? But in Vietnamese, the pronoun you would translate into different Vietnamese pronouns depend on your age and your relationship or your social status. Now, we show respect and connection through family terms, so these pronouns are quite important, okay? And very significant to people. Now, if someone is older, you can call them uncle or aunt. In Vietnamese, that will be chú or cô or bác. If someone's younger and you talk to them and you call them em. Now, when you speak to a young children, you call them cháu. If it's someone at your age, you may use the term anh or chị. So instead of saying, hey, you, or hey, you actually saying, older sister, hello, or uncle, how are you? You see how much warmer it feels, right? Now we're talking about key family words, okay? We will learn the most common ones first. Now repeat after me. We use the word anh for older brother, old man or little older than you are. We use pronoun chị, older sister, or a little older than you, okay? We use the word em for our sibling or people around your age, man or woman, okay? The same. So you use em if they're younger than you are. Now, if around your parents' age, you use the word bác or chú, that's for male, and for female, and you use the term bác or cô or bà. Ông is for grandfather or any elderly man. So ông, okay, you see the elderly, the man quite old, you address him as ông. Now here is some examples. Say chào anh khỏe không? Or chào cô khỏe không? Hoặc là bà ơi. That's when you call the elderly woman politely. So don't be surprised if someone call you anh chị or even ông someday, okay? But if you are young and they call you ouch, maybe it's time for, take a look at yourself, do some skincare if you like to, okay? If you don't feel like you're that old. All right, next we are going to use family words with I and you, okay? So even with those two pronouns, I and you, but it's quite complicated in Vietnamese. If you really want to use it right, okay? And this is like really dig deep into the meaning here. So here's the tricky part. In Vietnamese, even the pronouns I and you could be changed depending on who you talk to. When you're talking to someone older, a man, let's say, you say anh and you call yourself em because he's older, right? You see him as older than you are. You just guess. You call yourself em and you call that man anh. Now, if you're talking someone older, and in this case a woman, and you say chị, you call the person chị and you call yourself em, okay? So even for an older woman compared to you, you call them chị and you call yourself em. Now, if you're talking someone younger, you call them em and you call yourself anh. Don't get confused, okay? This will make sense after a while if when you have interaction with them. If that person is female and they older, you call her chị and you call yourself em, okay? You say Are you well, older brother? Anh khỏe không? Anh khỏe, cảm ơn em. Anh khỏe, cảm ơn em. This means I'm fine, thanks. So talking to Vietnamese people is like a role playing every time you talk to them. All right, so welcome to Vietnamese Family Drama and starring you. Anyway, so don't get discouraged. Okay, just do more practice, and I hope it will make sense to you after all, okay? Now, let's practice together. I'll be the person A, and you be person B, okay? All right, are you ready? Chào chị khỏe không? Now, if I use Southern accent, it's going to be chào chị khỏe không? Now, person B will say, em khỏe, cảm ơn. So that person got to be younger. Now next, chào cô khỏe không ạ? So the person will say tôi khỏe, chào em. Chào em ăn cơm chưa? If I'm talking to someone younger than I am, okay? Chào em ăn cơm chưa? It means how are you? Have you had lunch yet? Or have you had dinner yet? Have you eaten yet? This is quite simple, right? I mean, it's not that simple, but if you practice and then you realize your role and your relationship is pretty good, okay? Just a quick guess. So by appearance, but if you know a person well, and then that could be easier too, okay? Because that's like a family role involved too. Now, in Vietnam, you don't even need names. People may just say, anh ơi, or em ơi on the street, okay? Anh ơi. So they go like, anh ơi. It means, hey, older brothers. You see that? They see if they are a young girl, they calling you, say, anh ơi. You know, they want to get your attention. And then, em ơi, if that person is older than you, okay? All right, don't worry, they're not calling the actual brother or sister. It's just how people politely get attention, okay? So next time when you're walking down the street, you know, the night market, and you hear, em ơi, don't panic. You didn't suddenly become someone long-lost sibling. They probably just want to take your order or to get your attention to, you know, their food stand or anything, inviting you to come over and check it out, all right? So they might call you, anh ơi, or em ơi, or chú ơi. Yeah, okay? So that's fun, right? Now, all right, so it's quiz time. I'll give you the situation and you choose the right word, okay? The right pronouns to plug it in. Say you're talking to a woman a little older than you are. How would you address her? What kind of pronouns? Okay, think about it. Female, older than you are. So the choice is chị, right? Chị, yêu nàng, okay? Next, if you're talking to a man and he's younger than you are, how would you call him? No, okay? You call him em, okay? And you address yourself as an. Now, if you're talking to a taxi driver and he's about your parents' age, what kind of pronouns is appropriate? So you use chú hoặc là ông, okay? Now, if you talk to an older woman, like about your mom's age, what kind of pronoun you use for them? Think about it. Bà, okay? You use bà, right, good. Or if you're talking to someone about your age, how would you say to them? If it's a man, you call anh, okay? Now, if you talk to a lady or a woman about your age, more or less, you call the person chị, just to show your respects, okay? All right, so how you feel now? I hope I don't really confuse you with and just talk about I and you, right? Now, all right, let's recap what we already had. The main family words in Vietnamese are anh, chị, em, cô, chú, bác, ông, bà. Now, and we talk about how we use them for just the pronouns I and you in English, right? So only I and you in English, but then transfer into Vietnamese, there's like a lot of choices for those two. Alright, but it's help. It's make the conversations warmer and more polite. You have like the deeper connection with those people, and that be fun when you are interacting with them. So if you really use this well, you will talk just like a local Vietnamese. All right, so go out and practice. Don't be afraid to make mistake. Okay, if you make mistake, you get some good laugh from the local people. They love you for that. Okay, and they will correct you and they will show you like, oh, how to use it properly. That's a good thing, right? Now, if you really enjoyed this lesson, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, Learn Vietnamese with Joseph. I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. Cảm ơn các bạn. Thanks everyone and hẹn gặp lại. See you in the next video. Alright, I'm Joseph Nguyen. Goodbye.